Hello again, YouTubers. This is your host, FlexMR7. I just want to make a video in response to a tragic story that I just found out a few minutes ago. And this is regarding the death of another, the death of another innocent black person that was killed here in this country. Another one. And this happened within the safety of his own house. It now comes to a painful truth here in America. That we as black people can even be killed by a race soldier in our own house. That's just freaking crazy to me. So, you have a 30-year-old man whose life was taken away by the race soldiers. His name was Gregory Hill. And what happened was that he was in his garage, in his house, listening to music, and he was drinking. He was drinking in his own house. And he was listening to music in his own house. And so apparently, how did the police get there? I'm going to answer that question for you guys. So apparently, the reason why the police ended up going there, because someone ended up filing a fallacious noise complaint about him playing loud music in his house while middle schoolers were going to school during the day and whatnot. But still. He's playing this from his own house. His own house. If you don't want to hear that crap, go in your house. Go in your house and put on some music that you want to hear. If you don't like it, put on some music. That's his own house. Tough titty. Tough titty, and that's too damn bad. If you don't like what he's playing in his own house, then that's too bad. That's too bad for you. Because he's had every right to play whatever he want to play in his house. And another thing is the fact that someone called the cops on this dude for just playing some freaking music. This just goes to show all these freaking. It's made me think about all these cases here in this country about people calling the cops on people over nothing, like that dumb woman Jennifer Schultz in Oakland, California, calling the cops on that people having freaking barbecue. And that incident at Yale University about that dumb white wild hyena trailer rat calling the police on that innocent black student because she was sleeping in a freaking common room. And it's sad that police even went there in the first place. They knew damn well that this was a nonsensical response. They didn't have to go, but they went anyway. If I was a police officer, I'm not going. Shoot, I'm not going. Why the hell do I need to go over there? Why should I go there? And if I do go there, I'm going to ask the questions, get the answers, come up with a conclusion, and if it's a fallacious conclusion, then I'm leaving. I'm leaving. There's no need for me to pull up my gun and start shooting people. And another thing about this that really pissed me off is the fact that they want to freaking basically try to make him look like that he was some crazed nutcase when he absolutely wasn't. Even though he was under the influence of alcohol. That's true. He was drinking. But he was drinking in his own house. So we black people, we can't drink in our own house? We can't listen to music in our own house? We can't go to a park and have a barbecue? We can't take a nap in a freaking common room at school? We can't do nothing? What is wrong with you racists? What's wrong with you guys? Oh, I know what's wrong. Is that you guys freaking want to cling to hatred. You guys want to cling to hatred up to the point where you want to take your hatred out on people who ain't got nothing to do with your problems. And I'm going to say this again. This is people taking their problems on people who ain't got nothing to do with it. And another thing that gets to me is the fact that in this article here, there was a document that was signed by the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, where it says here, I'll read some of it to you guys. It said, it's a statement from Sheriff Ken J. Mascara. We are pleased to see this difficult and tragic incident come to a conclusion. Deputy Newman was placed in a very difficult situation. Oh, a difficult situation where you have a black man Even though he was armed. He was armed. He had a gun, but the gun was unloaded. But I understand. How does a police officer know that the gun's loaded or not? I understand that question. But he had it on him. It was in his back pocket. And then there was a point in this whole incident where they were banging on his garage door because he closed it on him, which he had every right to. He had every right to close the garage door on police. You can. There's no crime. It's not a crime to close doors on police officers. Not a crime at all to do that. So, yeah. And so, there's more. And like so many fellow law enforcement officers must do every day, he made the best decision he could for the safety of his partner, himself, and the public given the circumstances he faced. We appreciate the jury's time and understanding and wish everyone involved in this case the best as they move forward. Wow. I'm going to say to the family of Gregory, I'm sorry, and especially his fiance. His fiance probably was affected by this the most, I have to say. She lost the man that she was going to marry. Oh, some freaking music. Oh, some freaking music that he was playing in his house, in his garage, when the door was closed. Wow. I'm sorry to all the family members, and especially his kids too. I feel bad for his children. 3 kids with no dad. 3 kids with no dad. Oh, some freaking music. And another thing that really got to me, that really pissed me off, is the fact that I understand. So the family, continue to fight. Continue to fight for the justice for this man. Continue to fight for the justice for this man. Keep on doing it. Don't stop. But a failure. It came to a failure because the jury, was also at fault when it comes to the deaths of these race soldiers. The juries are at fault for this too. They want to let go a man who took the life of an innocent person. They want to let go of a murderer. It's just sad. We live in a century where the innocent suffers and the guilty gets to walk away scot-free. This man was innocent. He was innocent. He did not commit a single crime. There's no evidence of a crime at all with this story. All this right here, all of it points to the cops and the jury. They're worse than the race soldiers. They're worse. They're worse by letting this guy go, letting these people go. And not only that, also awarding the family $4. $4. That's how much an innocent black man is worth. $4. So to any of you jury members who were present for this case, all of you are sick. Each and every one of you are sick. And another thing I want to say, I understand a lot of you are not gonna like me for what I'm about to say. I understand. I know you guys are not going to like it. You guys don't want to hear me say this, but I have to say it. Leave the police alone. Leave the police alone. Because God himself, vengeance is his. Vengeance is his. So leave the police alone and let God take the vengeance. Take vengeance for this innocent life that was taken. Let God take the vengeance. Because vengeance is God's, not ours. Because God can do to these men in this story, worse than anything that you're thinking about right now. Anything that you're thinking about right now that you guys want to do to these people, God can do it in the worst way. God can do it worse than that. So yeah, again, it takes a racist family, a racist parent or guardian to create a racist child. So to each and every one of these officers, you guys are sick, and you guys are failures. You're failures. You're not successors. You're failures. You're failures. Even though you guys have gotten into a position where you're making lots of money, that money don't mean nothing when you're killing innocent people, and that's a straight fact about it. So I hope that you guys, that the ones who committed who committed this murder, that you'll see what you did wrong, you'll realize what you did wrong, and may you seek forgiveness, that you seek forgiveness from this man's family and his fiance. You realize what you did, and you will seek forgiveness. And again, to the family of Gregory, I'm sorry that this happened. I'm sorry you lost him. And may God welcome his soul into the pearly gates of heaven, because there's a better place than this sick world, heaven. And I hope that he's in heaven and he's enjoying being with Christ. So rest in peace. Rest in peace to Gregory Hill. Now, that's all I've got to say. Feel free to like, comment, and favorite my video. And feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all later.